Yesterday, I opened this issue on the Neovim Neo3 project, or Neo3. I described that the target folder, even though it's not hidden, is presented as hidden. And I got a reply that it's working per design because it's configured in the .gitignore file. I try to understand why per design it's supposed to be hidden if it's configured in gitignore, but I didn't get an answer. Anyhow, eye of GNOME. Let's check the second one. For example, this is the .gitignore file, the target is present in it, and then any folder under any path will be hidden. I don't like this behavior and I want to override it. I got a suggestion from this user that I can override it by doing the following. So this video will be about overriding, not only this plugin, but in general. I created a file under this directory. For now, I called it myoverride.lua. I might change it in the future. This is a comment, and then this block is saying that if the file is of type of Java, I want a 4 indent, and I will get back to it soon. This one is saying that I want a new key map that whenever I'm pressing function F12, I'm getting high from F12, and I can add other key maps over here. And this one is saying that if the directory is mentioned in gitignore related to the Neo3 plugin, exactly this issue, then I still want to see the file. If I will open a new tab, navigate to the same directory, open it in Neovim, now I will be able to see the target. Even though it's a little bit grayed out, I can still see it. So this was one way to override the per design behavior. I placed this file under Lua plugins, and then by default, when lazy Vim will be loaded, it will look into this file and load this configuration. There was no need to put it in the after directory. It's working without it. I also mentioned the Java part. So by default in Java files, the indent is set to 2, but I don't like it because usually in IntelliJ or Eclipse, which are IDEs, and IDE is integrated development environment, then usually the indent is 4, and I would like to have the same for Java. This is why I set it for 4. But if it's a different file, Python or Lua, any type of file, I can send the indent to whatever I want and I can add other changes. And if I'm going to the right, this is a Java file example where the indent is set to 4. And just to show you how it works, if I'm changing it to something ridiculous, saving it, going back, I don't know how to reflect the changes immediately because this won't work. The format, I need to get out of here, then get back in, reload the session, and then C and then F for format. And this is 18. This is ridiculous, but it's working. And I'm getting out of here. We don't need it anymore. Reverting it to 4. Basically, this was it. The way I started working is using Basecamp. This year it's free by 37signals. And I have some to-dos here. It's easier for me to do it like this instead of writing it on a paper or on a whiteboard. This is much easier. I can add a line in between. I can move the items up and down. Overall, I like it. Also, I have tasks that are completed. I don't need to strike it out on the whiteboard or on the paper. It's just better. And it's free.